wait for some people to come through. You can never tell when these things start, but here we go. So, folks, this is, if you are tuning in, we're going to wait for a couple of seconds while people do tune in. A new series here from Trading Nut and Dynamic Traders Club. What it is the 1% Trader series. You're going to be in for a treat here. We've got a number of these dropping every week here on Trading Nut and the Dynamic Traders Club YouTube channel as well. And I've got another trader from the club in the house here, Vatsul, who is going to be helping us with the stream and running the stream for us. So let me, before we dive into it and hit the intro, let me hit go live here on Instagram. Folks, we're about to kick into this. Thanks for joining. This is going to be a long series here where we're going to basically build everyone up to the ground level where they need to be with their trading before they even start trading. So even if you've been around the block for a long time, you're going to learn a ton of stuff here in this 1% Trader series that's being hosted by one of the Dynamic Trader Club members, Vatsul. This is about to start. We're just going to hit the little bit of intro while people join the stream and then get started. Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Blackbull Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Blackbull Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. That's right, get either the Essential, Plus or Premium plans absolutely free, and all you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Blackbull Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. Hey, if you like futures because of the tight spreads and clear setups, go check out Blue Guardian Futures. They let you start trading futures with up to $450k in funding. The best part, you keep 100% of your first 15k in profits, then 90% after that. No activation fees, weekly payouts, and they're sponsoring Chris Eubank Jr. and Birmingham City FC. Go take a look at blueguardianfutures.com or click the link in the description. All right, folks, thanks for joining us here today. What we're going to do is jump into this presentation. I've got Vatsul here. So this is the first in a very long series that's going to help basically build up your trading foundation. If you're missing parts of it, if you've been in the industry for years, you've probably forgotten some of this stuff. It's like one of these really, really good reminder classes that you can tune into every week. Do remember, hit subscribe if you do want to do that. I'm going to hand it over to Vatsul, who will be hosting these going forward. He's a member of the Dynamic Traders Club, and you're in capable hands here. So, Vatsul, welcome to the 1% Trader series.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone, and let's get started.
Brilliant. Over to you then.
Okay. Welcome to Dynamic Traders Club, the 1% Trader series. And my name is Vatsul. I will be presenting these lessons to you. This lesson is about unstructured learning versus structured learning. By the end of this presentation, you'll be able to identify the difference between which path you're on. Most traders think that the problem is strategy. It's not. The real problem is execution. It's not that you don't know enough. It's that you can't follow your plan. The greatest risk is not losing money. It is losing years to unstructured development. Efforts without architecture begin with intense dedication and passion. This brings temporary improvement, but progress later stalls. The natural response is doubling the effort and restarting the same cycle. The familiar cycle. Intense dedication, temporary momentum, frustrating stall. and then repeat. You go all in, you improve a little bit, then you get stuck. Then you repeat the same thing over and over again. This is the familiar cycle. Hidden traps. Mistakes repeat endlessly. They don't go away. Progress becomes non-linear. Incorrect behavior stabilizes. Emotional resets accumulate. The real question: what if the problem isn't the effort, but the path itself? Building a better path. Unstructured path. Experience everything randomly. Reactive self correction. Focus on gaining knowledge. Structured path. Progress through phases. Directional development. Focus on eliminating errors. What structure looks like. Define stages and fast feedback. Systematic fixes. Behavior lock in. Earlier mistake detection. The reality check. Without structure, what feels like experience is often the repetition of the same unresolved problems. The two paths. Path A, unstructured, winding path of setbacks and fatigue. Path B, structured, direct path with early error detection. Key principle: structure doesn't accelerate learning. It removes the conditions that causes learning to stall. The protection of time. Time is not saved by working faster. It's preserved by removing what never needed to occur. This was the presentation, and it's time for the Q&A. So let's fire some questions in, and let me ask you the first question. If structure saves time, how much time has already been lost?
It's a good question there, Vatsal. If structure saves time, how much time has already been lost? So what are you really saying there? You're saying that basically those people who are unstructured are basically wasting time. Is that what you're sort of
Yes.
trying to allude to? Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. So can you give us, what about giving the folks an example of what a structure versus an unstructured would look like an actual example?
Yeah, I'll give you my example.
Yeah.
Example. What I went through. So I was following a solid strategy, but I was not following my rules, and I was making execution errors. So I was on a unstructured path, but then via feedback and repetition, I started to follow a structured path where I identified my mistakes early and I got to work on them. So my execution improved, my equity curve improved, and that's how I faced and experienced unstructured path versus a structured path. And it can be applied to any field, whether it be trading or a tuition or a sports, anything.
Okay. Did you have another question that you thought people might want to try and answer?
How? Yeah. if if they were to a hypothetical question, if a question to everyone, if you were to identify your path, which path you're on, how would you do it? Based on what metrics and what factors?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. So what part? Yeah. So what metrics and what factors? So can you give us like an example of a metric and a factor?
Okay, so I'll take trading as an example again. So let's say I'm on a unstructured path, but I'm not realizing I'm on an unstructured path because I'm repeating the same mistakes, and I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. But when looking at it from a third perspective and seeing I am repeating the same mistakes, such as not journaling the trades and not working on my emotions. How can I work on my emotions? I can think. I can look at them. I react in a particular way when I'm inside a trade, when I'm inside of a losing position or a winning position, and I need to gain control and not click the mouse. These type of factors and metrics can be, we can look at we can look at the running profit, for example. Yeah, the psychological stuff. Yes, these can be a, these type of factors are good to distinguish the difference, yeah, between the
Yeah.
structure.
So metrics being like you've got a trading journal, you're writing down like here's how the day went, here's my emotional metrics that go alongside it. I felt calm, I felt angry, I felt like I was greedy, fearful, whatever it is. And then I suppose aside to that is looking at the result of your trading day. Did you win trades? Did you lose trades? Did you break rules? All of that kind of
Yes.
stuff are the metrics. So that would be a structured approach versus the unstructured approach is jump on the chart, basically place your trades, and then don't do any journaling and wonder why things don't get any better. And you keep having
Yeah.
losing days or you have winning days. You don't know why the winning day, if the winning days were lucky or if the winning days were unlucky, and just you followed your process and it went fine. So yeah, okay, so that's a great example. I mean, like it'll be interesting to see how many people, and maybe we can put a poll up here. I believe we can do that now, and I'm probably not going to be able to do it. Oh, here we go, new poll. Do you consider yourself structured or what do you consider yourself? Do you consider, what do you consider yourself? And the option one is structured trader, and option two is unstructured trader. Okay, and let's go create and start and show. Okay, right. So that poll is now running here. I can believe you guys can either click that or fill that in somehow. So let's see if we can get some reactions here in the comments. Are you a structured or an unstructured trader? Just hit one of those things here. So structured being you've got like you've got structure with what you're doing. You're logging each trade in a journal, and you are reviewing that and actioning whatever you review. Versus unstructured is you're just doing whatever the hell you want to do. So let's see if we can get some results in there. Any other questions you had there listed, Vatsal?
Let's fire some questions. Let's do you have any question? Let's discuss.
I mean, I think it's I don't particularly have any questions on this presentation, but I think it's definitely something people should probably really get to grips with from a trading point of view. Like if you are unstructured in your trading, like I've been unstructured for years and years and years, like never had a fully structured approach, and to put that structure in place kind of went against a lot of the internal beliefs I had, which is why I struggled for years. And it's not until you find that structure that you can start to and structure could be around like the time of day that you trade, making that consistent. It could be the environment you trade in, making that consistent, making it clean, making it distraction free. there's all these different ways you can sort of define structure. And I think, I mean, for me, it took me a while to get there. And I know some people never get there and they wonder why their trading never improves. So interested to see if people are filling in this. Just tell us in the poll.
Yeah.
Tell us in the
Yes.
poll. I can't see any results coming through. I don't know if it comes through live. This is a new feature on
I think
TradingView.
they cannot see the poll live because I've opened the chat in my mobile and the poll is not showing up.
I can see it on Instagram. It's weird. I can see it on Instagram.
Can you see it on YouTube?
15. What does 15 mean? I'll have to go into YouTube to see if I can see it.
Okay.
Let's have a look. It might actually be a bit annoying because it's going to play both. Let's have a look. YouTube. Yeah, there it goes. It's in there.
Okay.
I don't know how you actually can click on it. Can you? I'm just going to try it. Oh, okay. I don't believe it's interactive. Maybe it's not interactive. It's showing that it's not interactive, which is, why would you do that? Why would they do that? I don't know. Let's just go stop the poll. I'm going to see.
Okay.
Does it actually give us results? No. I don't know if anyone placed any results. Really weird. Anyway, any other questions there, Vatsal? Otherwise, we'll wrap this baby up.
Yeah, I no questions for this particular presentation. Let's wrap this up, and I'll present something. I'll present so next week I'm going to show you guys what trading really is. And let's take a look here. You'll be able to find this replay of this lesson on Dynamic Traders Club YouTube. The link is in the description and you'll find it in the chat. You'll find this full cheat sheet for today's lesson and more inside the DTC's 50 days foundation course. It's free to download on dynamictradersclub.com.
/free is the URL, we should say. So you got to type in dynamictradersclub.com/free. You don't just get that, but also JJ's put together a video there as well. And there's another cheat sheet in there as well. In fact, there's two. There's the full 50-day foundation and also a better candlestick one as well. So double whammy bonus for anyone that subscribes to that.
Yes. And let's take a look at some trades from the last 24 hours. I took a short on Friday, and Adam took a short on the 2-minute chart. And then we had 2 trades and 1 filter trade. We had another 2.4-hour winner. We had a 1.3-hour winner. We had a 1.95-hour winner. Adam got another payout. Interesting. Theo took 3.82 hours for the day. And we had some 2-hour winners. Theo took another 6.4-hour trade on 1 minute. Amazing. This is, you can take a look here, and this is the Dynamic Traders Club website. You can join me and other members, and we can trade together.
Yeah, it's a good call, guy. Folks, I'm actually in there as well. And if you do join the April intake, which will be closing soon, whereas we're coming to the end of the month, then you can get 50% off at the moment. And I'm going to be your guide for the first 30 days and make sure you stay on track and learn the rules of this strategy and execute it flawlessly before you move forward. So worthwhile checking that out if you're sticking around here and want to see how Vatsal and myself trade. And I'll be doing some live streams later on this week as well. So if you want to stay tuned for that. All right, look, Vatsal, thank you very much for doing this very first one. We'll have to see what the story is with the poll situation. But I think it went really well. So thank you very much. And anyone that tuned in, it'd be great to get a like on this and let us know how you felt it went in the comments.
All good. I'm excited for the new one next week.
All right, let's wrap this stream up. And folks, you can check the replay out on dynamictradersclub.com. Oh, sorry, not on there, on their YouTube channel. All right, Vatsal, I'm going to leave it for you to end the stream so that you can do it yourself next time. Do you want to give that a go?
Yes.